Hello everybody, welcome to another Friday edition of the 5-Star News. I'm Cooper McKee.
And I'm Mason Dotson. We got a lot to show you, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into things with some school announcements and weather. Here's Heritage Happenings with Nathan McCoy and Pierce Monroe.
Thanks guys for that awesome intro. Now let's jump right into some Friday announcements. Attention students, AP exams will be administered for HHS students on May 2nd through the 12th at Burning Bush. If you have any questions, contact Mr. Franks in the school counseling office. Next up, students, get ready. Georgia Milestone and of course are coming up May 16th through the 20th. For more info, visit the school website. And finally, congratulations to Emily Lynn, who won the Governor's Honor Award. She was the only one selected in Catoosa County. Now, let's get you over to Pierce for your weekend weather forecast.
Thanks, Nathan, for those great announcements. Now into your weekend weather forecast. Today it will be partially cloudy with a high of 79 and a low of 51. Saturday, it will remain cloudy, and there will be a high of 82 and a low of 59. And for Sunday, there will be a 60% chance of rain, and there will be a high of 78 and a low of 63. So don't forget your rain jacket this Sunday. Now let's get you back to our anchors for more news.
Thanks, you two. Definitely a lot going on here at the school. Now onto the news now, and we heard that Emily Lynn is racking up even more accolades.
Emily found out that she was the only student in Catoosa County selected for the 2022 Governor's Honors Program.
The Governor's Honors Program is a summer program for gifted and talented juniors and seniors.
Here's 5-Star News reporters Ethan Anderson and Penner On with more on the report.
Governor's Honors is a program that starts in the fall. Teachers from each department, they nominate who they think excels and is passionate about a subject area. Students can be nominated in English, math, science, social studies, communicative arts, some CTAE classes, different areas. And once they're nominated, they then go to the county level for an interview. This interview is against LFO and Ringgold students. Within those, there are 25 students selected in the county who then apply at the state level. And then after the state level, there is a state level interview. So basically, Emily Lynn is our student this year who made it through in math. She's actually our first ever in Heritage history to make it in an academic area. Also, we have Gunnar Hollander, who was selected as an alternate.
I'm super excited for Governor's Honors. It was a really long process, so I'm super proud of myself for making it. And basically, over the summer, I will be spending a month at Berry College studying math. And I get to choose, that'll be my major, so I'll spend 4 hours a day learning that. And then I get a minor, which I choose whenever I get there, and we spend 2 hours a day learning that. And this should really help me for my future, because I think I want to do something math-related in college. And so it could be good, like, on my applications and resume, but also to, like, further learn math outside of just a school environment.
Once they go through that interview, there is a panel of people who decide who the top 25 are, who then get to apply at the state level. And then if they are accepted at the state level, they have a state level interview. And then if they make it past the state level interview, they get to go to Berry College and study their subject area for the summer.
Congratulations to Emily. That's pretty awesome to be selected.
Sure is. Now, as the school year starts coming to an end, some pretty big tests are approaching next week, Mason.
That's right. AP exam tests start next week, and then they'll last for the next 2 weeks.
What do students need to know about this test and how to prepare?
Well, we have Bailey Moorhead and Aaliyah Hensley with those details.
So AP exams are coming up again this year here at Heritage High School. They actually start next Monday on May the 2nd, and they are going to be given just like every year at Burning Bush Baptist Church. AP exams are an excellent tool. They're an excellent way to prepare for college. Basically, they are kind of like an entrance exam to college. If you score a certain grade on the AP exams, you actually can get college credit for that AP exam rather than having to take it in college. So AP classes, AP exams, they're a great way to go ahead and prepare you in advance for what college is actually going to be like.
So I took the AP exam sophomore and junior year. Junior year was for the AP microeconomics exam, and it was awful. The exam took like 5 hours, and it was a really anxious experience because you're sitting in this completely silent room with only like 5 more people, and all you hear is just like the little pencil scratches, and it was super anxiety based. But Dr. Turball did like 2 weeks of AP exam prep, and that was really helpful.
Good luck to all those students taking those tests.
And as the year continues to wind down, news about next year starts popping up.
Yep, we found out a few weeks ago that there will be a new dramatic writing class with Mr. Peace.
And we found out recently about 2 more new classes that will be taught next year, both being taught by Mr. Shipley.
That's right. One will be an ACT prep class while the other is a personal finance class. Let's find out more about these classes with Noah, Shane, and Braden.
Hi, Heritage. We're looking at offering a couple new math classes for next year. The first is a personal finance course. We'll talk about budgeting, understanding your pay stub, renting versus buying homes and cars, investing, things like that. We'll try to help you get organized as you head out in the real world and help you make good financial decisions. If you have any questions about the class, I'm in room 2210. Stop by. The class is mostly for seniors that have completed most of their math classes and possibly a few juniors. The other course is an ACT prep class. We'll be going through English, math, reading, and science, what you're going to need for that test. If you're looking to get into college with competitive admissions or you need a better ACT score for scholarship money, this class is for you.
Yeah, so Dr. Shipley's offering a new ACT prep class, and I think it'll be a good opportunity to take it and get your scores up if you're trying to get into any specific college. He's had success tutoring people in the past to help get their scores up, and I think it'll really work.
So I think that the finance class will be very beneficial to me personally because we don't really get taught a lot in schools about how to we don't really get taught how to budget very well. We just get taught the basics, and then we go on to getting jobs or going to college and stuff, and we don't get that, we don't know how to take care of our money. And so that would be very beneficial for everyone. I know I said for me personally, but for everyone in general, because knowing that people will be able to take care of their money and be smart with it could make everyone a lot happier in general.
Mostly juniors who are needing a good score, and some seniors who are taking it again for a second or third time, trying to get a few extra points. This class is for you. I'm in room 2210 if you have questions on that course too. I hope to see you next year. I hope you sign up. Thank you.
2 very important classes for sure.
And speaking of important, HOSA held their final blood drive of the year earlier in the week.
These blood drives are always so popular here at the school, and they benefit so many people near and around the area.
And how did this week's blood drive turn out? Well, let's find out with 5-star news reporters Evan Wingrove and Brandon Hamilton.
The Heritage High School, our 3rd blood drive this year, went really great. We had a total of 82 units collected, and once that is repackaged and sent back out, each unit will help a total of 3 people. So a lot of lives were helped by giving those donations. We had 33 new donors, so I want to appreciate all the people who came out for the first time. And we have about 10 seniors who finished earning their cord. They get to walk with the extra cord here pretty soon. Some of them have the minimum 6 donations with the red cord, and some of them get the beautiful double cord with 10 donations.
So the blood drive happened recently, and it's always a fun experience. I've donated several times with the school and at different locations, and it's always fun because you get to interact with the people who work at the blood drive, and they tell you that you're helping out and you know that you're donating to a good thing. And I totally recommend giving it a try if you can. Just make sure that you're a healthy individual and that you're able to donate before you do.
So I'd also like to thank all of our faculty who donated. It's greatly appreciated. It helps everybody in our community.
Sounds like a success. Now, time to take a break.
Yep, but stick around because after the break, the guys will get you caught up on sports.
Baseball pulls off a big upset in the first round of the state tournament, and girls tennis looks ahead to Marist.
Yep, stay tuned. Sports is next.
Oh man, I really want some coffee right now. I'm just so depleted. I need some energy.
Dude, you know they sell coffee every morning in the library for just $1.
Dude, no way. Nobody's ever told me this.
The 5-Star Cafe even sells hot chocolate and tea, and they have a variety of flavors, creamers, and syrups, all for the small price of $1.
It's sports time, everyone. I'm Alex Bedwell.
And I'm Anderson Britton, and baseball gets us up going today, Alex.
Yep, and our Generals are alive and kicking in the GHSA state baseball playoffs.
Sure are. After qualifying for state on the last day of the regular season, Coach Beagle's squad went on the road Wednesday night to Hampton to take on the number 1 seed, Hampton Hornets.
An upset will move the boys into the Sweet 16. We've already told you they won, so let's get you to Evan Wingrove and Brandon Hamilton with the doubleheader Sweet 16 recap.
Yeah, just to recap our series in round 1 of the state playoffs, we did travel on the road to, because we're a 4 seed, we had to go play a 1 seed, and we went to Hampton High School. We were a little bit familiar with them because we played them in round 2 last year, so we had a little bit of information and kind of knew something about some of their guys that were returning and so forth. But went down there in game 1. We put Zach Barrett on the mound, and he only gave up 2 hits in the entire 5 innings. He's got a lot of support offensively from the guys, multiple guys. I think the game started off with a double by Cannon Stafford, and Brady Chandler followed that up with a double. So we came out and swung the bats really well, scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, I think 3 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. And then 2 more in the fifth. So he swung it well and played really well defensively, but it all started on the mound with Zach's approach to the mound. It was a good outing for him, had good command and so forth, but set us up for game 2. Game 2, for us, Brady Chandler went on the mound in game 2, and we saw a little bit better arm from them in game 2, and had to make some adjustments at the plate. Was able to score some runs in the 3rd inning, go up 3-0, and in that game, we just had some timely hitting. Didn't hit it as well as we did in the first game, but we made the most of those hits. But the big thing in game 2 was how well we took care of the baseball. Made some really good plays defensively, hit some cut guys, threw one guy out at the plate on a relay play. Max Owens makes a good play to stop a guy at third. So we just really did a good job on the small things in that game, which locked it up at 5-2 for the win there.
So we played Hampton this past week in the first round of playoffs. Our whole team played really well all around. We won both games, and now we're headed to Bainbridge for the Sweet 16.
So we do advance to the next round. It is a Sweet 16 round. We head to Bainbridge, Georgia, about 5 hours away from here. So we'll head there and play a doubleheader on Tuesday. First game will be at 5 on Tuesday. So we'll go down and see what we can do with them.
Congrats, guys, and good luck in the next round.
Tennis now, and Coach Mathis's girls are in Atlanta today trying to knock off State Power Marist in the Elite 8 of the GHSA Girls State Tennis Tournament.
That would be a monumental accomplishment for sure, Alex. I think Marist girls have won state about 25 times.
What will it take to pull off an upset down there? Here's 5-Star Sports reporters Evan Wingrove and Brandon Hamilton, who talked with some of our players and coaches yesterday with a preview.
We're going to take the girls down for the Elite 8 round against Marist for tennis. We are so excited and proud of the girls for making it this far, and I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. I know it's going to be a tough challenge, but I'm excited to see how hard our girls fight tomorrow.
We made it to the Elite 8 by defeating the Islands, and we play Marist, and they're supposed to be extremely good, so I'm excited to play against them, and hopefully we can pull out some wins.
Good luck, ladies.
And finally, HHS athletes had a huge opportunity this past Wednesday to take care of a very important item for next year's sports seasons.
Sure did, Alex. It was Sports Physicals Day here at the school.
Definitely an easy way to take care of this, even without going to the doctor's office.
Here's the dynamic duo of Wingrove and Hamilton again.
Hey guys, that's Coach David Gibson. Yesterday we did the sports physicals here at Heritage High School. The Center for Sports Medicine doctors and trainers were kind enough to come set that up, and the PE department coaches were able to help get it set up so we could run as many athletes as possible through and conveniently get them a physical here at the school. We wound up having about 220 individuals that got physicals yesterday, which is outstanding. And we appreciate, everybody getting the paperwork back on time and getting things set up. Had a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning, but once it got running, it was pretty smooth.
Yesterday, it was a very smooth process. Didn't take that long, but we got them over with. So now I'm good to play sports this year.
Pretty smooth. We had students from Heritage High, Heritage Middle, and also a busload of individuals from Lakeview, Fort Oglethorpe. Came over and were able to get some physicals as well yesterday. So overall, it was a very successful day. We appreciate the cooperation of the Center for Sports Medicine, the PE department here at Heritage, and the athletic department overall.
Moving on now, and we've got some breaking news coming to you from the three-point shootout. The best shooter in the school, Jimmy J, took on your very own Bobby Hunt in the matchup of a lifetime. We'll get you to Coach Green with the recap.
What's going on in your neck, man? Look, man, I've been Muscle Beach. I twist my neck, man. And they told me I got a doctor's excuse, and they told me I play on Friday. Then they throw me in here on Thursday at 10 to 12. What is this? It's some kind of Cracker Jack. It's never been a well-run operation down here yet. All right, y'all ready? Y'all go ahead and do it real quick. Ball game? That's ball game, son. You got time. Good game.
Let me get one.
Good game, Bobby. Yeah, man. Good game, bro. It wasn't as good as the billing, but it's been hype. It's been commercial on commercial ESPN. But I'm going to tell you what, brother. I mean, I'm not saying I got a raw deal. They told me a week ago I was going to play on Friday. Doctor told me yesterday I might be able to go on Friday. My neck, I had issues with my neck all night. It's been up all night. But that's no issue. We should be in the toilet bowl. And then all my fans wanted to scream in and holler and see me when I walked on the floor. I couldn't let them down. So I went on and took the punishment. But let me tell you something. That's one down, a whole lot to go. We're not out of it yet. But we've done a bit. And I'm proud for Jimmy and Carson. They're going to be the team to beat. We couldn't do it. But maybe we might face up another day.
I did very good, and I'm very sad that I had to eliminate Bobby, but I had to let Green take control because I couldn't make them because I couldn't do it to Bobby. So the day's win was a good, epic win, but it's also a bad win for me because I had to eliminate my old teammate, and that's the bad part about it.
Knowing I was going to play, the injury, before all the games I play, I like to get hyped up the day before. Be fired up when I go in. I was wandering around then at the other end of the school building, just, picking daisies and stuff. Then they hollered for me to come to the gymnasium. Oh, you playing today?
But after today, we'll find out what happens in the future with me and Bobby going against each other again.
Maybe we can change some things next year, but I'm in it to win it.
Thanks for sports, you two. Now time for some entertainment.
And it's that time again for HHS Cool Rides. And this week, the guys are catching up and looking at the tallest rides.
We're standing in front of my 2013 Chrysler Town & Country minivan. It doesn't have an amazing story on why I purchased it, except that I had 3 boys who had a lot of extra things with them, so we needed lots of room. I did buy it from CarMax because I worked at a used car dealership when I was at UGA, and I found that I did not like car dealers. So I liked no haggling. I wanted to go in, know the price, and get out of there. I actually hate car lots now that I've worked at one. You'll see there's a bookworm tag on there because that's kind of my personality. The main big thing about it is I like sitting up high. I don't like being in a car, so now I think I'm going to be stuck in either a SUV or a minivan probably for the rest of my life because I guess I like maybe looking down on others, we'll say.
So this is my 2007 Infiniti G35 sedan. I've had it for about 9 years. Came to own this car after my previous car was run over by a BMW who was following too closely. So don't let that be you. Stop tailgating. I had the previous car, a Chrysler 300, for a year or two and realized that I didn't need a car that big. So after that one was destroyed, I set out for something a little bit sportier and smaller. And when I looked at the list of cars I could get that fit the bill, this one rose to the top of my choices. So it's got almost 200,000 miles on it now. It's been very good to me. I think I had to replace the air conditioner compressor a couple of years ago. Wheel bearing, that's been about it. So it's done a great job. It's fun to drive. It's got a very aggressive transmission. It's really low geared, accelerates nicely, handles fabulous. One of the best handling cars I've ever driven. With all that said, it does get pretty crummy gas mileage. So if you're in the market, just know that's part of the package. It could use a few more speeds in the transmission.
A minivan and an Infiniti. Good combination for sure.
Now, with the weekend coming up, how many of you generals are going out and planning on enjoying the weather?
Not sure, but I did hear that our Heritage Takes a Hike crew were out and about this last weekend, and they hit up some pretty cool spots near our area.
Where did they go? Here's 5-star news reporter Seth Futch with more on the report.
We went to the George with Disney Trail, and we went to the Hagmail Lake Park Trail. The George Disney Trail was 71 minutes, and the Lake Park one was, I'd say, at least 1 hour and 30 minutes. Oh, it was really fun. The George, it was really fun to go up the mountain, and very steep and just calming. And the Lake Park, it took a toll on your feet, but I mean, it was fun and just a sight. So many places. It was just nice. The best view was on the George with Disney Trail. All the way at the peak, you could see so many little homes. You could see a highway as well, just a full highway, and it was awesome.
And with that, we'll wrap up this Friday edition of the 5-Star News.
But don't worry, we'll be back again next Tuesday with some more news.
So until then, stay classy, Heritage.